Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds among heavyweights. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Lewis is making his way to the ring. And I know you're used to seeing many ring walks where guys are really jacked up. This isn't one of them. Mike Tyson's got his eye on the prize. He has complete focus on his ring walk here.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Mike Tyson's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good, solid counter. Lewis is left, working well that time. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Teddy, I'm assuming many times in your career, you were training a fighter who did not have the reach compared to his opponent. When you were training him in the build-up to that fight, what did you try to cement into his head?
The one thing that I had told him is something I had to tell myself, is that we had options. The first was, of course, the traditional way. Tuck up good defensively, move your head, and work your way in. Slip a punch, and now all of a sudden you're closer. You take his height away. The other is to step up and get sort of entice the taller fighter to come in and be short.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. Zones in on that overhand right. Look at that. Round number 1, and he's already down.
If he survives here, Joe, you wonder how that's going to affect him for the rest of the night. Because we expect him to be aggressive. Will he be tentative from now on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, this may be a worst-case scenario for Lennox Lewis. He rises up to beat the count, but you know that chin is a question mark.
Well, you know he's good at delivering. Now he's got to show that he can survive.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Parries that punch intended for the head. Well, Teddy, you taught Mike Tyson everything he knows, and the one phrase we hear time and time again that is attached to Mike Tyson is that cuss, d'amato, peekaboo style. Explain.
Well, it means that you're putting those earmuffs on, that you're putting your hands up around your chin to protect yourself with the gloves up, the elbows in to protect your body. You're moving your head side to side, bobbing and weaving, and you're being aggressive. You're coming in. You're creating openings that you're going to close with your punches.
Gets rid of that body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right now, so he wishes, and it's too late.
Tyson's shocked right there. He's all shooked up after being hit hard. Both men have gotten to each other. How about that? What a round we just saw. Both men were able to get to the other. Both men seemingly hurt in that round.
And the kind of round where a judge really has to do his job. Everyone else does their job. Trainers, managers, we're trying to do ours. But now it's up to the judges to really look at that and find where they can separate the two fighters.
You're doing fine. He's just beating you to punch, that's all. You need to throw more. If you're not punching, he is.
Start of a new round, and it seems like a whole new man. Hard to believe that this is the fighter that was just knocked down in the last round.
Well, he's got some of those great recovery skills, kind of like Arturo Gatti used to always have. You know, he was a guy that he could be batted, he could look like he was barely hanging on, and then all of a sudden the next round, he looked good to go.
Good exchange, scoring well with the right hands.
1-2, 1-2.
And oh, what a good, strong uppercut by Lennox Lewis.
Use the ring.
Lewis's legs can't fail him now. Oh, my, is he taking damage. Huge uppercut by Tyson. That's a nice left hand from Mike Tyson.
Punch and move, punch and move.
Good biting, snapping shot by Lewis. Very nice defensive guard there. He is wobbly and damaged and just flailing with his arms trying to punch back. There's that overhand right. Wow, what an uppercut.
No need to be on the inside.
Fine looking right hand by Mike Tyson.
Double up when you punch.
Nice work to the midsection with the left.
Keep your head moving.
Good flush shot by Mike Tyson. Targeting that midsection now with the combo.
Stay away from the inside.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Mike Tyson, of course, winning 26 of his first 28 fights by knockout, 16 in the first round. But many of his...
Trying to get sued. Check. Just checking the microphone, seeing where those levels are. I don't even know what my streams sound like these days because I don't have a way to monitor them. So checking, still waiting. So, keyframe sequence. I don't know where that setting is. I might have to pause the stream for a second. frames per second. That could be the setting that I was trying to change. We'll see. Under advanced settings. Oh, I just lost all my audio. Okay, it's back. So none of the settings I'm looking for. Oh, ingestion settings. That's what I was trying to go to. Slow down, Woody. So now I'm getting a warning that my it's not bad. Before it was bad, and now it's okay. So it's yellow, which is better. Streams bit rate is lower than recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use 2500. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my OBS settings and try to use output and video bit rate 25. Apply. Okay. And I should come over here and I should see this yellow bar turn to a green bar at some point. And then my stream is healthy. I got buffering on my end though, as far as my monitor. Which is not, see this, now it's red again. And now it's red again. Did I stop streaming? No, I'm streaming right now. Alright, so I'm gonna, first thing I want to do is I want to look at Holyfield and Tyson. Holyfield and Tyson's like, Lennox Lewis 85. I feel like it should be like it should be Holyfield could be kind of tied. Or it could be like Lennox is a 92, Holyfield's a 91, Tyson's a 90, you know? Or some shit like that. So I'm getting weird buffering. So I gotta change some of these settings a little bit. Maybe. So I could so I'm gonna edit Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. There's Holyfield, which I don't understand again why they don't put the old school Holyfield with the flat top, or like the receding hairline going bald Holyfield. Like, that's hype, you know. Alright, so we should be back. Looks like my boxer is dancing, and Holyfield's dancing on the stream, looking nice and fluid. Done here. I need to go ahead and boost his stats though. So I'm gonna boost everything by 1. See where that puts him. I get to add 3 different spots. So I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3. That still has him at 90. So we gotta add 2 to everything. Now he's 4. And I get to add there. I'm gonna keep him at a 91. I'm gonna keep him at a 91. Lennox Lewis at a 92. Mike Tyson at a 90. Ironically, I think 90 was the year he got knocked out. I honestly don't know how to change my keyframe sequence in this game, so, or on my stream, so it's really tough. I want to put some music on. Alright, that shit was loud as fuck. Waiting for that to go down. Alright, so now we're going to... Alright, licensed. Here we go. I don't have any creative fighters except for myself. Which is crazy, man. I look just like the dude that was created for me, or through the picture deal. Where the fuck? There's Lennox. Lennox. I got like this buzzing on the microphone. And I hate that that's going on. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But can anybody else hear that buzzing as well? Because it's kind of whack. So we're gonna do 2 on everything to begin with. I'm not trying to dictate what his skills are. I'm just amplifying them because I feel like the game shorted them. 2 on these. 2. 2. 2. Only thing I'll not is I'll give him the characteristic of having the weak chin. An 85 for Lennox Lewis, and he beat Holyfield and he beat Tyson. His game shows no love to Lennox. I'm gonna give him. I just upped all of his shit too, and he stream is offline? Why does it keep saying that, man? This YouTube app and all this shit is kind of driving me crazy right now. Like I'm doing a practice run on this and trying to figure out different issues that I'm having. Jabbing straight. Man, I'd say he's got a bell ringer left hook too. And because he's one of the greatest of all time, he's gonna be at least average for, you know, stuff like this. Like, okay, he's not a great body driver, but you can't put his shit way the fuck back here. I'm sorry. But you just have to have a certain high level. And if that's the case, then even if you fucking amplify all this shit, you still can only make 88. So I'm gonna boost his jab to the body, straight to the body, and still. How do you get Lennox Lewis up to a 90? Whoa. Okay. Go back. Yes, I need to restart that shit. I forgot about the athleticism. Strong dude. I'm gonna bump him up to a 98. Well, nah, I'll leave him at a 96. I'll give him a 92 speed. A 90 speed. Endurance. For the sake of his prime, I'm just gonna say that he had good endurance and good conditioning. He was tough. His reflexes were at least a 90. Everything. You're a all-time great. All your shit's gotta be at least a 90. Apply changes and continue. Yes. Okay. So now we got a little closer to his 90s. So we'll do 2, and we've got 3 things that are at 100. So I will apply those 2, 4, 6 to something else. So 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, head movement there. Just to make, he's a big tall dude. He probably doesn't have left hook to the head. I'm gonna say, if you're close to a star in anything, as an all-time great, so I'm not gonna make him a faster puncher. I could put his blocking up to 100, and then I could put his head movements low. And the funny thing is like, maybe his head movement's good, but his blocking's bad. Because that's how he got dropped by Hasim Rahman. Was fucking, he had his hands low. Left hook to the head, left uppercut to the head. I'm gonna give him a knockout uppercut to the head. And then the rest of these, I'm bumping all those up. So now he's at a 92 with what I think is, I mean, again, his shit's maxed out, but in a video game world, I feel like you have to rank these dudes. At least on my game, you know, everybody doesn't have to do that, but on my game, it's like they have to be. There's a hierarchy, man, and if a dude beat a dude, you can't just you can't just bump him down in the rankings. Like, Tyson lost to Holyfield and Tyson lost to Lewis. He was a little older and he lost to Mr. Douglas, which doesn't really mean shit, but at the end of the day, you know, those dudes definitely took that L, and so Mike's gonna bump down his speed. I'm gonna leave his strength and speed at 98. Endurance. Mike didn't have endurance, are you kidding me? And his conditioning was down. So there, that's all you gotta do for Mike. Bump down his endurance. And his conditioning. I'll bump this shit up too, just because it's like there's no sense. He didn't get cut a lot. He did swell here and there, but he wasn't getting all cut up. All this shit's at a 90. That's what I said. All time greats have to be at a 90. So, I'm going to go backwards and go back to the power, or the punch power and all of that. Alright. I'm going to edit this cat. I really wish boxing games could get it, or EA Sports, or whoever is going to take over the boxing franchise, could get it together and provide the fans with a new boxing game. Like, this is ridiculous. It's been 7 years, and they could just repackage a new game and add some more fighters. Like, I don't understand. It's either that or give us more fighters through downloadable content. Combinations, head movement. He had a ridiculous chin up. I don't think I'm gonna take some of his head movement away. Left hook to the body, but I'll take the right uppercut back. And left hook to the head, left uppercut to the head. Left body to the head. Those were his, like, can't really take anything from here, and everything's on 90. trying to get the job down to a 90. Alright, I'm cool with that. 95 is his power. He's maxed out on certain, and if I remember correctly, Holyfield talked about punching power. Let's hear about what Holyfield had to say about, let's hear about what Holyfield had to say about, hardest punchers. There's a, so he says Foreman hit him harder than Mike Tyson. So George Foreman was a harder puncher, stronger. So it's like, and he also described how certain guys were like they punched hard and it hurt. There's different ways that it hurt as well. Like Tyson hit hard and it hurt in an instant or something. Like it hurt right then, but if you could fight through that initial pain, then you could survive it versus like being punched. I don't know who said that. It might have been like Miguel Cotto or somebody talking about basically like some guys hit hard, but then it's difference in how they hit hard. Like you might get knocked out, but if you don't get knocked out and you can weather the storm, it's like it doesn't hurt so bad if you go in there and tough it out versus like a guy who like hits you and it like stays with you. So I don't know. There's something about that maybe
What's your tip? You got robbed in the Olympics, in one of the biggest robberies in the history of the Olympics. You didn't let it get to you. You continue. How did you savor that moment when you know you wanted to disqualify you for something? Yeah.
Well, you know, it's one of them things where, you know. It's Terrence Crawford and you watching Dante.
Terrence Crawford.
Boxing Nation.
Where else you sparred with Tyson?
We just sparred one time in the amateur. You know,
oh, that was it?
You know, I was, he was, Mike was 17 and I was 21.
Okay.
And
yeah.
So I watched Riddick Bowe, or seen one of Riddick Bowe's recent interviews, and he gave you all the props in the world as his toughest opponent, the smartest opponent in the ring. Who was your toughest opponent in your decorated career?
Well, I would for his heavyweight, I would say Riddick Bowe, but fighter out.
Say Michael Phelps.
No,
okay.
the Mike.
Okay.
The white Muhammad Qawwee. And the reason why it was so tough because I've never been 15 rounds, only been 8, and and I knew what he could do, and I see he was a.
Okay, so I'm never gonna be able to find the interview, but he talked about the difference between punch power, of different guys. All right, check. All right, so we're gonna run through this simulation. Ali versus Tyson, or Lewis versus Tyson. It's like you don't have to rank them. You don't have to give Lennox Lewis an 85. That's unreal, man. That's just ridiculous. So, now we got a little bit more. I feel like, in my opinion, a more realistic and rating for the man.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Lewis is making his way to the ring right now, flanked by his cornermen, and just an overall feeling that they're not exactly hyped up for this one. Mike Tyson's making his way to the ring now, and he looks very focused for this fight.
Riding him so much, like no matter what Rigondeaux did, if Rigondeaux landed the punch, they wouldn't miss him. Lomachenko swung and missed, they talk about it. It's so like, it was such a biased thing, it was top in. It was almost like watching a strike force in the North pay-per-view. I mean, you knew what going on. It's basically like top rank fighters fighting top rank.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Tyson's edge is speed. He can get in and out. He can get you offensively. He can get away from you defensively.
Yeah, he has radial tires, and you got to take some air out of those tires. No better place or way to do that than go downstairs.
Not much action as he just ties up. Hits him in the mug with the right. Tyson's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Mike Tyson lands the hook flush. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Keep moving, keep moving.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Good doubling up of the jab by Lennox Lewis. Committing to the work downstairs with the left. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Finish with the hook. Back to the body.
Lennox Lewis is really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. He's always done a good job of keeping his opponent off of him, yet setting up his own offense. I'm assuming that upper, what a big shot. That shot crashes in, and now he crashes to the canvas.
You get lazy with your jab, you get sent to the canvas.
Lewis beating the count, back up, ready for action. Tyson's showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. Nice block by Mike Tyson. Flush right hand to the body. Lewis is doing well here with that two-punch combination. Downstairs with a right hand. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Last 10 seconds.
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, jab, right, okay?
You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side. Boom. Counter. I need you to box him. Wait for him and boom.
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round.
Per round. 52, 70, or 120 to 100. I feel like that's too much. So we're gonna go out. We're gonna adjust the game, man, because I feel like the game is cool and it's fun. But I feel like the game kind of, Alright, so if you didn't hear me, music was pretty loud. I'm just going to try to fully adjust this, because I don't feel like it's like a simulation. 100 punches around. What was Mike Tyson's average punches per round? There's an article here about Floyd Mayweather. It says Floyd Mayweather matches up with a great match in 2012. Crazy. But why did Lewis not fight? Just say I guess it'd be a lot harder to find that. So referee foul awareness there. I feel like damage awareness later. Because I want to stop guess if they're all the same, it doesn't matter if they're high or low. They were all the same, I believe, earlier, and I adjusted them to what they are, or what we're just seeing. And so if I just put them all at 5, still keep the referee's awareness as 2, maybe to 1. Damage awareness, I don't want. I mean, the referee never stops the fight anyway, so it's like I'm turning that shit way down. But they can be aware of fouls. Offensive awareness, offensive. Punch output. So I'm gonna do that. What if I turn it down? Punch output to 0. We'll check that shit out. It's crazy. Like sometimes my screen will say good settings and then it'll go back to bad. And I wonder what's on the screen at the time and what's. It's like I just feel like EA has cornered the market. They do a good wrestling game, but there's more to it. There could be more to it, should be more to it. They do a good boxing game, but haven't put one out in 7 years, and they're favoring UFC. And they've got, well, they did have basketball. I guess live isn't the shit anymore, and they've got Madden. So,
good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and they are underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Lennox Lewis.
Don't stay in one spot.
Well, it's very easy to see here. You have one fighter who has a distinct advantage in terms of the reach. What do you have to do when you're fighting a guy who you know can bring that long arm out and get there before you can?
So there's 2 ways to deal with a taller fighter. One is the traditional way. Just tuck up, get a good defense, and make sure you start working your way in. Slip the punch, take that height advantage away. Bring your legs. The other is to step out, believe it or not. Elicit the taller guy to give up his height. Make him come to you.
Able to get rid of that one. Oh, what a whip by Lewis. Lewis is on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut. Protecting his head well with his guard. Halfway through this round. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. Lewis is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Lewis is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. In the clinch. Well placed, straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
1-2, 1-2. Finish with the hook.
I'm looking at the screen on the phone. And it's looking good.
Get after him!
That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Lewis. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well-suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
With a punch. Counter. Listen, you know.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Lewis is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Oh, good exchange there. Fine looking right hand by Mike Tyson. I'm looking at his mouth right now. Tyson's mouth is wide open. Teddy, it's the early rounds of the fight. He's gasping for breath.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but the one thing he has that great eraser. He has that power. He better use it.
What an impact that left hand just made by Mike. And now you see him scoring well with the right. Wow! Early on here in the round, and he's already down. And he doesn't look good at all. Mike Tyson rises up after going down here today. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
Looking good.
Well, we're watching Lennox Lewis here tonight, but Teddy, you know, a lot of American fight fans, sometimes they turn the other way with Lennox Lewis. They never really got behind him because they don't like the way he acts as a heavyweight champion. Well, Americans want you to wear your heart out on your sleeve to a certain point. They like emotion. They love emotion. And Lewis doesn't show that kind of passion. He's very contained, very cerebral, but he knows how to get results where it counts, in the ring. Mike Tyson's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
Stay away from the inside.
Lewis's left landing well. Able to cover up that gut. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Now he ties up there. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Well, that's the best noise he could ever hear. The bell to end that round. He was getting battered there. Tyson's lucky the bell rang when it did.
But it's little consolation to him because guess what? There's still plenty of bells, and they're not the church bells ringing in his head.
Listen, I don't want to see you against the ropes. As soon as you feel ropes, move out. Keep on. We'll give him a chance to set his feet and get any punches off.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Lennox Lewis with a mighty